So I wanted to make a quick video discussing two more articles that were sent to me about Season 7. The first is that we might get a Captain Swan baby. What? How does that even work? Because didn't we only jump like 6 years into the future, maybe 10? How on earth could we get a Captain Swan baby who's an adult? Now the quote from Adam Horowitz and Andy Kitsis in regards to the Captain Swan baby is, "We can't say whether or not Emma and Hook have a child, but we can tell you we will answer that question in the beginning of the season." So hopefully that means by at least episode 2, you know, A Pirate's Life, we'll find out if they have a child or not. I have to say, I really hope they don't have a baby. I don't want the baby, because it's too much. The season's already changing, and then to have a new character like this without Emma around, I mean, how can you do her childhood without Emma there? You need Emma to raise her. Emma will be a great mother. She's a great mother to Henry. She'd be a great mother to this daughter. I'm assuming it's a daughter because they've cast 5 actresses if we have one. And my guess is that Rose Reynolds will be playing her. That's my only guess of the 5 of them, because Diana Ramirez is obviously Cinderella, which I think is stupid. And then Gabrielle Anwar, she's essentially too old. I believe she's older than Colin O'Donoghue, so I don't think she would be the daughter. And I think Adelaide Keene is more than likely going to be an older Violet. And then the third actress, whose name I actually have, it's Mika Cox. Mika Cox is, I think she's, I'm not sure of her direct ethnicity. I don't have her information in front of me. But she wouldn't look like Colin O'Donoghue and Jennifer Gowan. It's just not possible. So my only guess from the remaining 3 is that it's Rose Reynolds, if it happens at all. I think a lot of us wanted to see a Captain Swan baby, but actually a baby, and have Emma and Hook raise her. To have an older Captain Swan child running around without Emma is so weird. It just wouldn't make any sense. I think it's horrible if that even happens. It's a might, though. That's the thing. It's a might. And the only reason I think it's horrible is I wouldn't want to see it without Emma. I think we need Jennifer Morrison and Colin O'Donoghue to raise the baby from the start. And, even if they aged her up, you still want Emma around. I think the lack of Jennifer Morrison just is a failure in that part. So I would advise them not to do it unless she's only in episodes where there is Jennifer Morrison. I think that would make the most amount of sense. Now, the second part of the story is that Season 7 is going to come on October 6, 2017, obviously. And it's actually kind of funny. Season 7 is going to air in 2017. Now, the only reason why it's not airing on September 29th is Inhumans is having its season premiere that day, which is 2 hours. Friday nights is supposed to be the sci-fi fantasy night. Stupid. And I just don't agree with putting a show on Friday nights. I think it's the kiss of death, and I don't think the show is going to succeed on that night. It doesn't work. A lot of you have agreed with me. A couple of you haven't. But I think statistically, it's a bad idea. Bad idea, especially since the majority of ABC's ratings are coming from just what happens on that night. So it's because they're not including international, and I don't think they include Hulu. I could be wrong. I just don't know exactly how that works, because there's no blanket statement about it. But if it's on Friday nights, I just don't like it. But Inhumans looks awful. I actually would have loved if the budget for Inhumans went to Once Upon a Time and Inhumans went to Netflix. I think Once Upon a Time Season 7 budget would have been greatly improved. I think Inhumans is just a failure. I mean, it's essentially a knockoff X-Men with a very low budget. I think Fox might have done Inhumans better, in all honesty, or even the CW, but it's not going to CW because the Inhumans is the only X-Men-like characters that Marvel has. But this is not a discussion about Marvel. Though, I don't make any other videos really beyond Once Upon a Time, and I know a lot about Marvel, DC Comics, and whatnot, so if you want me to go back into movies and whatnot, let me know. I was honing in on Once, but if you guys want to see reviews of other things, I'll try to make them periodically, especially big superhero movies. I did see Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought that was really good. And I am intending to see Thor Ragnarok and the Justice League film. So if you want reviews of those, let me know in the comments below. But this is obviously about Once Upon a Time. But Once Upon a Time has a huge breadth, which is why I love it, because it reminds me of the comic book universe. And it's even going in the comic book universe route because, we're getting Cinderella version 2 with Diana Ramirez. So anyway, we are now getting Once Upon a Time on October 6th. It's starting in October, just like how Season 1 started in October, so that's kind of cool. It's like a parallel because Season 1 is a soft reboot. Or Season 7 is a soft reboot of the whole show. So I think that's a fun little parallel, but that's just really how I feel about that. And then obviously there's the possibility of the Captain Swan baby. I think without Emma, it's a bad idea. Maybe like 1 or 2 episodes, or the episode that Jennifer Morrison is in. That would be okay, but I think you really want to see her raise her. But it would be some cool interactions with Jennifer Morrison, with Andrew J. West. I think that would be kind of cool to him to deal with a half-sister or whatnot. But at the same time, how are they going to age her? Because Lucy's only 6, And Henry, I believe, is only 24. Maybe he's 28. But if Rose Reynolds is going to be playing the child, which we don't know yet for sure, it could be a little kid, but I doubt they're going to do that. But if Rose Reynolds is playing her, how are they going to explain the age? I guess, you know, they did age up Zelena really quick, or the baby, you know, baby Robin really fast. But why wouldn't you just age up them? Give us a baby Neil and give us a adult Robin. Give us them as adult characters. I'm not a huge fan of that because, you know, they're babies and you want their parents there. The parents are who you're attached to, but that could work even better than giving us a new character who we have no attachment to. But I think if you see baby Robin, you want to see, you know, Zelena, but at least she would have her aunt Regina around. There's so much to discuss about it. So I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say in the comments below. Season 7 airing on the 6th, and possible Captain Swan baby. Yay, nay? I'm nay without Jennifer Morrison as the series regular. I would be totally for it if she was around. It's just that's just really how I feel about it. Like, you need her there to make it work. I think Colin Denny would be great with it, but at the same time, I want Jennifer Morrison. So anyway, share your thoughts about these two stories in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my review, and we'll talk real soon. Oh, also, last thing I want to say. Because we're going back to, you know, Once Upon a Time in October, I'm going to change this background to Hyperion Heights, which is kind of a bummer. So Season 6 is now making even me, or Season 7, excuse me, is making me now leave Storybook. I love this background of Storybook. I think it's really, really pretty and engaging, and it helps me, you know, really set the stage for what we're going to talk about, which is obviously Once. And I get to lose it now, because now we get to go to Hyperion Heights, a new environment, which none of us have seen yet. I'm excited to see it. I think it will look pretty cool. They're in the, I think it's supposed to be Seattle, so I'm curious to see where it's going to be. You know, it's funny they're not going from the East to the West Coast, which is also hilarious. You know, it's a reboot. But anyway, I'll change this to Hyperion Heights after we get the still for it. I probably won't do it for the trailer review of Episode 2, or even the trailer review of Episode 1, because we haven't seen it then. But by Episode 3, I'll change it. Not that you guys really care in regards to what the background is. That's the thing. I could change it up. I could change it to the normal background that I use too, like that fun background that I pulled out of my Adobe Premiere editor. But are you looking forward to seeing Hyperion Heights at the same time? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the little rant. Just wanted to let you know. And also, let me know if you want me to do other mainstream things as well, such as movies. Anyway, we'll talk real soon. Bye.